Well, welcome everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. Today, we're going to demystify the process of buying a factory-built home and explore how this type of housing can provide long-term affordability for buyers. My name is Kelly Fleck. I'm the Vice President of Homeownership, and I have spent 24 years in the affordable housing industry, dedicating my career to helping individuals achieve homeownership. So we'll begin with a brief introduction to Next Step, an overview of what factory-built housing is, breaking down the different types and the key benefits, how to buy a factory-built home, including the timelines, financing, and selecting a location. And then we will explore the long-term success and affordability after you move into a home. And our goal is to leave you informed, empowered, and confident about the path to factory-built homeownership. So before we dive in, let's pause a moment and just find out where you are on your path to home buying. So if you'll take a few moments and complete the poll, we would appreciate it. We'll give it a few more minutes. All right, can we share the results, Destiny?
Yep, looks like everyone here's just starting out in their research phase. So we're happy that you're kicking things off here with us.
Well, great. This is a good place to start. Thank you so much. Right. So Next Step was created out of a desire to make factory-built homes a practical, sustainable solution for those looking to own their own home. While working in Appalachia, our founder, Stacy Epperson, saw many homeowners who were struggling with their older mobile homes. They were upside down on loans, and they had sky-high utility bills. So recognizing the need for safe, sustainable, affordable housing, she began questioning how to bring high-performing, new factory-built homes to communities across the country. Next Step was founded on the principle of manufactured housing done right. And what that means to us is helping families gain access to high quality, energy efficient homes and creating prepared and supported and educated home buyers. Our mission at Next Step is to put sustainable home ownership within reach of everyone while transforming the manufactured housing industry through consumer education, affordability, and energy efficiency. All right, so let's start with what actually is factory-built housing. So factory-built housing refers to homes that are constructed off-site in a controlled indoor facility, essentially. So it's a home building factory. Once completed, the house is transported in sections or modules to its final location, where it's assembled and permanently installed. Because the construction happens indoors, it avoids weather delays and it allows consistent quality control throughout the building process. This means fewer material issues, fewer scheduling setbacks, and more efficient use of labor and resources. The result is a shorter overall timeline from start to finish, and in many cases, lower construction costs. And factory-built homes offer a faster, more cost-effective path to home ownership without sacrificing durability or design. Manufactured homes were built after 1976 to the national standard known as the HUD code. They are typically a single-family residential dwelling, and they can be built as a single or multi-section. A third-party inspector inspects the homes as they travel down the production line, and a manufactured home will be 80% complete when it leaves the factory, and the remaining 20% is done on site. A modular home is built to the state and local building code. It's built on the same production line using the same materials as a manufactured home. Building a modular home is slightly different than a manufactured home, but neither is better nor worse. Cost and zoning are usually the most significant factors when choosing a factory-built home. A modular home also offers a little more flexibility in the completion of the unit. It can leave the factory more unfinished than a manufactured home, and modular homes can also offer more customization on site, such as brick exterior, removal of the flooring, or even kitchen cabinets. So now we'll explore the characteristics of the different types of factory-built housing. So if you look with me here, we'll first talk about the base models. So on the far left-hand side, you'll see a manufactured home. And here, side by side, we can compare it that it's built off-site. It's built to the HUD code. It has Energy Star version 2 implemented, and then it's on a permanent foundation. With this type of home, sometimes zoning opportunities are limited, and it's appraised to other manufactured housing comps. And this home can be placed on a community or on land that is owned by you. Let's jump over to the modular unit. That's the picture with the blue house. This is also another base model. It's built off-site. It's built to the local state building codes or the International Residential Code. Energy Star, it's built on a permanent foundation. Conventional financing is available on this type of a home. Moderate zoning opportunities, it's not as difficult as the manufactured home. It can be appraised to a manufactured home, a modular home, or site-built comps. And this has to be placed on owned land. It cannot be put in a community. Now let's review a higher standard, the CrossMod. The CrossMod is also built off-site. It's built to the HUD code. It's Energy Star, built on a permanent foundation. This type of home has special requirements pertaining to features and energy efficiencies, which allow Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac financing. And so this home is intended to put factory-built housing on par with site-built construction. It's appraised to a CrossMod or a site-built comp, and it must be placed on owned land. Now, if we go over to the last column, the next step home, which is factory-built's highest standard, it's built to, it's also built off-site. It's built to the HUD federal code or the modular local state building code. It's all electric, Energy Star, and can be built to Zero Energy Ready standards. It's built on an FHA Title II engineered permanent foundation. It's eligible for Fannie and Freddie financing, as well as other government products such as FHA, USDA, or VA loans. There are moderate zoning opportunities, and it can also be praised to the CrossMod, the modular, or the site-built comps. And again, this has to be placed on a permanent foundation in a mission-owned community or on private land. So that's sort of the differences between the four types of factory-built housing that we're going to discuss today. We'll move on to the advantages of factory-built housing. There are many advantages to factory-built housing. The costs are more predictable, more economical. as manufacturers purchase materials in bulk, construction times are shorter, and when efficiencies are in place, a home takes 2 weeks to construct. A house can be installed and finished in about 30 to 45 days. So the typical timeline is about 6 to 8 weeks from order to arrival on site. Factory-built housing also provides a greener option. In addition to cost savings, factory-built housing presents advantages regarding sustainability. Because everything is built indoors, there's less waste. The waste created by constructing one home can fit in a 96-gallon trash can. Manufacturers are also building greener options and building to the latest version of Energy Star. And some are now building to the Department of Energy's Zero Energy Ready requirements. Greener materials are being used, like low-flow shower heads and faucets, low VOC paint, floor coverings using recycled materials, and LED light bulbs. So those are a few highlights. One of the common misconceptions that we hear about factory-built housing is that it's unsafe. Well, advancements in manufactured housing building technology and federal regulations require manufactured housing to comply with construction codes that consider wind safety requirements, snow loads based on where the home is going to be located, and the homes are engineered for a wind safety based on the geographic region in which they are sold. So the homes are built and inspected to meet federal and regional standards of hurricane force winds, fire, snow loads, and other natural disasters. We'd like to show you a few photos of factory-built housing. Here's an example of factory-built housing being used as an infill project. This is in San Bernardino, California. It's in an urban area in a subdivision that just has an empty lot. So this should help give you an idea of what factory-built housing looks like. Another example is here in Hagerstown, Maryland. And this is a development that's going to be around 300 plus units in this development. And these are actual photos of the interior. So you get to see a little bit about, the exterior and the interior as well. So now that you know what factory-built housing is and you have a clear idea of what it offers, the next question is, how can you make it yours? So let's explore homebuyer readiness. So before we jump into the process of purchasing, it's important to pause and ask yourself, am I ready for homeownership? This step is really all about preparation, and starting with a few key areas you can help determine if you're ready or not. So first, consider your financial situation. Do you have a steady source of income? Are you managing your current expenses well? Lenders want to see financial stability, so make sure your job and your income are reliable before moving forward. Also, look at your family size and your future needs. How many bedrooms and bathrooms are you going to need? Buying a home is a big commitment, so it's important to plan ahead and choose something that fits your life now and something that will also work for you tomorrow as well. Next, you want to ask yourself, what can I afford? The price range that you're considering should match your monthly income and your comfort level. Remember to budget for things like insurance, taxes, and maintenance. And finally, check your credit. Your credit score is one of the first things that a lender will look at when you apply for a loan. A strong credit score can help you get better rates and better loan options. So before applying, consider pulling your credit report, review it carefully, look for any mistakes, and you can correct any errors that you find. And even a small mistake could impact whether or not you're approved for a loan. And if you want to get a free copy of your credit report, you can go to annualcreditreport.com for a free copy from the 3 national credit bureaus. So preparing for homeownership doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. It means that you take an honest stock of where you're at and what steps you need to take to move forward confidently. And to strengthen your readiness, consider completing a homebuyer education course or working with a HUD approved housing counselor or a counseling agency. And these resources can walk you through the process, help you avoid costly mistakes, and increase your confidence as you take this big step. Step 2 is the price and the selection of your home. So you have to determine how much you want to spend each month on your home. The housing industry says that your monthly payment should not exceed 30% of your monthly income. See how much you can qualify for with a lender or a bank. Sometimes you might be approved for more or less than you expected to spend on housing. And so just because they say you're approved for a certain amount doesn't mean that you have to borrow that. Shop for a trusted lender. You can also work with a HUD housing counselor that can provide you, recommendations of who to contact. And also they will help you evaluate your income, your debt, your savings, and your credit and your work history. All of that's going to be evaluated by your lender, and they can help you get ready for that. And then ask yourself, how much have you saved for a down payment? This will impact what type of loan you may qualify for. So some loan options require as little as 3.5% down, or even offer 100% financing. Again, a HUD housing counselor can advise you and help you identify any down payment assistance programs that you might be eligible for. I'll also share a resource that we have for you on our resource library. Is a down payment seeker, where you can go in and actually just fill out a little bit of information about yourself and the area that you want to purchase in, and it will do a search for you and let you know what programs are available for factory built housing in your area. You'll also want to gather your paperwork for your loan application. You're going to need your last 30 days of pay stubs, your proof of any other income if you have it, your last 2 years of W-2s, your last 2 months of bank statements. And this is just really the beginning of what they might ask for. But know that those are documents that you're going to need. And then get pre-qualified for a loan or pre-approved. And if you're denied for a loan, ask why. It could be for something that's very easily fixed. And you just have to work on something, and then you'll be ready. So find out what's holding you back. Step 3 in the process is exploring your home options. Before you buy, again, consider what's important to you. What are your must-haves in your new home? Things to consider are, how easily can you access your everyday needs? How close are you to work, to school, to health providers, to shopping, recreation? Do you have a yard? All those things. Think about what you can live without and what you can't. And then you'll determine the type of factory built home that best suits your family's needs. You can start by visiting a factory built retailer or dealer, which often have model homes on site that you can walk through. You can also work with a builder or developer, especially if you are buying land and want to place a home in a new subdivision. Sometimes nonprofit organizations or housing programs offer factory built homes as part of their affordable homeownership opportunities also. So choosing the right home and the right partner is going to depend on your goals, your budget, and zoning requirements of where you want to live. Knowing your options is the first step into making a confident decision. Step 4 is land and location. Knowing where you plan to place your home and how it will be sited is crucial to the next step in the home buying process. Many manufactured home communities offer a home-only option where you lease the lot and you own the home. If you're purchasing private land, you may pursue a land home package, which allows you to finance the house and the land together through a traditional mortgage. Each option impacts your financing, your long-term costs, and your potential to build equity. So check with your contractor, your local jurisdiction about any zoning or site prep, utility permits, and all of those items so that you are prepared. Manufactured housing can be financed in primarily two ways. And the way the home is placed on the site is going to dictate which type of financing options are available to you. Let's start with the home only option. Often you'll hear this referred to as a chattel loan. This is a personal property financing tool. This is usually when a home is purchased and financed separately from the land. Home-only loans are not always necessary and are almost always more expensive, and they feature usually higher interest rates and loan terms, and these loan types offer fewer consumer protections. The second option is a mortgage or a land home deal. And these are loans that are used when the factory-built home and the land meet certain requirements and are purchased together as real property. These requirements include a new home installed on a permanent foundation and land owned or financed together with the home. So when you think of home only, think of like a car loan and a title. When you think of mortgage and a land home, think of a deed. So those are the two differences. Another common misconception that we hear about factory-built housing is that it's difficult to get financing. Well, government agencies such as USDA, FHA, VA, state finance housing agencies, also nonprofit lenders make mortgage loans for factory-built housing. Conventional products are also available through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And these loan products have low down payment requirements, better rates and terms. And for a home to qualify for the MH Advantage and Choice Home product, I think I mentioned this earlier when we were doing a comparison of the different types, but they have some requirements that the home must meet. And it also has some requirements around energy efficiency standards. And these are all similar to site-built homes. So the homes will have a label that certify that this home meets the requirements of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And we've seen more success with those lending products by dealers, for home buyers who've been working with maybe a licensed developer and selling a home in a conventional neighborhood rather than going to a typical manufactured housing retail lot. The next step in the process is purchasing your home. Once you've selected the type of home and where it will be placed, the next phase is placing your order for your home and preparing for everything that comes with that. So first, again, you want to work with a licensed dealer or a builder to reflect your home's features and finishes that meet your needs. This includes your floor plans, your kitchen layouts, flooring, appliances, energy efficiency upgrades, any customizations. So this is all things you'll work with that licensed dealer or developer to decide on. Once you come to that decision, then your next step is permitting. And so depending on your location, you may have to apply for zoning, utility hookups, foundation work, all those types of permits. Your licensed dealer or builder often will help coordinate this effort and maybe even take care of that for you. But it's important that you know and understand what the local requirements are and the timelines. Once your home is built in the factory, it will be delivered to your site in sections. And from there, a licensed crew will install the home on its foundation, complete the final assembly, and connect the utilities like the sewer, the water, and the electricity. And before you move into your home must pass a final inspection by local officials just to ensure that everything meets the safety codes and the standard installation requirements. So now let's review your timeline. So buying a home is a journey, and understanding the timeline can help you plan more confidently. And while every project is different, here is a general overview of what you can expect. So the pre-purchase phase is approximately 6 to 8 months before you move in. And this is one of the most important parts of the process. So during this time, you're going to determine your budget, assess your household needs, choose a location for your home, and begin comparing home models and manufacturers that you want to work with. The next phase is around 4 to 6 months before you move in, and you're going to work with your selected licensed dealer or builder to choose the model that fits your needs. You'll sign a purchase contract and finalize your financing. And this is a great time to lock in all your key decisions like your floor plans, features, finishes, so that your home can go into production. The delivery and installation phase is going to be about 1 to 2 months before you move in. So while your home is being built in the factory, your land is being prepared, permits are being pulled, your site's being cleared, the foundation is installed, and once your home is delivered, the installation and hookups are complete on site. And once that's complete, final preparations take place. This is where interior finishes are completed, any cleaning of the home and inspections are completed, and your loan closing is scheduled. And then you are move-in ready. So owning a home is a major milestone, but long-term success really depends on what happens after you move in. So let's talk about protecting your investment. First, it's important to protect your investment by maintaining your routine maintenance. And your homeowner manual and all those types of things can give you recommendations. But this is going to include like checking your HVAC system, your roof, addressing any small repairs early before they become larger and more expensive. And don't forget to budget for homeownership. In addition to your mortgage, you're going to have to plan for homeowners insurance, property taxes, and any ongoing maintenance costs. And don't forget to set aside an emergency savings for any unexpected repairs that come along. This can really help prevent financial stress later down the road. Another important factor to consider is your resale. You should understand what your home's resale potential is. Factory-built homes, especially those that are classified as real property, can and do appreciate in value. And factors like the condition and the location can impact your resale price. It's also important to keep any labels affixed to the home for resale purposes. So you'll recall I mentioned that Fannie and Freddie Mac homes have that label that's attached. It's important that that stay on the home. Don't remove that, or that makes it difficult for the next person who wants to buy the home. Be sure all your important documents are kept and accessible. Documents such as your loan documents, your title, your deed, or any warranties and service agreements you'll want to keep on hand. And don't forget to stay connected to local resources. There are homeownership programs or your HUD housing counselor. If you find yourself in a situation where you're looking at maybe not being able to make your payment, reach out to that advisor. There's help available to you. So for key conclusions and takeaways for today, um, just to wrap up, factory built housing is a smart, affordable path to homeownership with flexible options. The buying process involves important steps like choosing land, securing your financing, coordinating delivery and setup. But your long-term success also depends on budgeting, regular maintenance, and knowing where your important documents are, and remembering that you're not in this alone. Remember, there are housing counselors, trusted partners, nonprofit partners that are here to help you. So your next step might be to create a budget, check your credit, or connect with a housing advisor. Wherever you are in the process, support is available to you, and support's available to you to moving forward and taking that first step on your homeownership journey. Thank you for joining us today. And so now we can open it up for any questions that you might have. Okay, let's see this. There's a question in the chat, just wondering if you would be able to share the recording. My sound was not working. Destiny, I'll let you answer that.
Yes, we'll have the recording uploaded to our website either later today or tomorrow. We'll also send an email out to everyone who attended with a link to that recording and some links to resources that Kelly mentioned throughout the presentation, like that down payment seeker tool.
Okay. What's the best way to find suppliers of manufactured in a person's area? We actually have, we work with the big three that in the industry, Clayton, Champion, and Cavco. So those are the three biggest developers in the industry. You could start by, searching what's available in your area, or if you're interested in your HUD housing counselor may be able to direct you also to someone. Questions about, is there a limit on rooms that can be in a home? Everything's really going to be based on your affordability and what you can afford. So there are many, different plans, different bedrooms. Again, it's just based on what you can afford. So no limit requirement. Do we have a list of transporters? I do not have a list of transporters handy, but that's something that we could research and potentially get back to you on. That's going to vary depending on your market and where you're located.
And I'll add that a lot of times your retailer will include transportation of the home as their turnkey services.
Absolutely, yes. That's often included in the purchase contract. So that's a part of what you're paying for.
And we have one more question to the Q&A about the third big manufacturer. That's Cavco, C-A-V, as in volleyball, C-O. Looks like that is it for questions, Kelly.
All right. Well, you can find us on our website if you're looking for any other information. And we thank you again for joining us today.